Hey y'all, hey, come on in. Getting set up, waiting for my business bestie to hop on. Hey, thanks for joining. Hey Megan, thanks for joining. Hey Denise, thanks for hopping on. Hey Tiff. Okay, there's my buddy. Okay, let me let Tiffany on. There we go.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey Tiff.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning. What you got going on already? It look like you working on
Getting
a
her
wig.
done. Huh?
It look like you working on a wig. You working on a wig already?
No, I'm getting my hairs done.
Oh, you getting your braids today?
Uh-huh.
I didn't know that.
What's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in.
Yes,
Had to get that filter.
absolutely.
Something got to go better.
Right. I was sitting here, I was working, I was wanting to stream this to YouTube as well. And I was like, now I had everything working yesterday. Now it don't want to work right. But we can still go ahead.
And we'll still roll through it.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll come back and do it again.
Okay. So
Hey,
hey,
y'all. Hey.
yeah, invite your friends, share this out. So essentially, we wanted to come together to start sharing information with you all, as far as like what we're seeing in the hair industry, what's going on in the beauty business. And we're going to be coming to Atlanta in October. So we wanted to see who all will be joining us, put that feeler out there, see if y'all really feeling us. So
Right?
me and Tiffany gonna come teach y'all about this hair loss business so y'all can have y'all business together. But we want to make sure that we on the right page with you all. So that's what we're doing. So Tiffany, you want to go ahead and kick this off? So today's live, we decided to talk about the mistakes that we made in our hair loss business that cost us
Woo.
6+ figures or more. So, we coming out here giving you the tea. So definitely get your notepad, get your pen. You definitely gonna learn from us.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for joining in. My name is Tiffany Nicole. I am a salon owner. I also have a business that is Cosmetology Collective, where we help you grow your beauty business from graduation all the way to grand opening. So many of the steps you need in between that, we work on that with you. But my main focus is the systems.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have your systems and processes in order before you can even get to the bag, okay? That'll help the bag, be a little heavier but lighter at the same time, if you know what I mean.
Hey, pretty skin Stacy. Thanks for joining. And so for those of you all that don't know me, my name is Precious Rutland. I'm a hair consultant as well as the founder and the creator of the Black Women Hair Haven. And so what I'm doing is partnering with hairstylists and barbers, teaching them how to treat their clients' hair loss, essentially, so that we can come together as one and reduce hair loss amongst Black and brown women. Hair loss is becoming predominant now. It's like even more like it's just not going away. So we have to get on
Definitely.
the forefront, in order for one, so we can definitely stay in business, and two, to really help our clients, because that's essentially why we all come into the beauty business in the first place. We love networking, we love making people feel good, and look their best. And so we have to have the skills and the skill set to be able to help them and have solutions that work. What you think, Tiff?
I totally agree. And I know that for me, I was already doing those services, but had not identified it as a separate segment of the beauty industry and how
Oh,
far it extends with the hair loss. So that would
okay.
be the first mistake that I made, not actually identifying it sooner and getting the proper training so that I could help my clients reach
Absolutely.
their hair goals.
And I was saying, I don't think it's necessarily more a mistake. I just think we just learned some lessons more, say, because
Yeah.
when you know better, you do better. Um, for me, one of the biggest things that I would say that has cost me so much, like even now, but now I'm doing better, is that I didn't implement right away, like the trainings that I learned. So it's like I'm so far
Mhm.
up in this trichology and hair business game. I'm connected with doctors and just different nurses, and so I have all this information and knowledge, but then it's like, okay, what have I implemented to start sharing and showing, like, not only my clients, but what am I taking back to, like, my colleagues, like you all, the hairstylists, and implementing and putting out. So it's kind of like I was on information constipation, so to speak. So
That's a good way to
so
say it.
now I'm at the point where I'm not doing any more trainings. I'm not signing up for nobody else program. I'm not doing nothing. I'm straight coming out here, putting this information out, so I can make the impact that I want to make. So if you guys can't take nothing else from me and Tiffany today, definitely implement what you learn. Even if you hopping on these free lives, it don't even have to be paid training. Even if you just got books that you've been reading,
Yes.
that's still training. You still educating and learning. But implement, even if it's just one thing. And that's why I would get caught up. I don't know about you, Tiff, but I would try to implement everything that I learned in this
At
training.
the
And
same time, oh my
yeah,
goodness,
and I'd end up doing nothing.
a little bit of this and a little bit of that. That's what
Right.
it turns out. So I
And then,
have definitely learned to focus on one at a time.
right, because then I'll be looking silly that ain't nothing working, but it's because I didn't give it time to work and I tried implementing too many things at one time.
And also turning off some of the extra voices, right?
Yeah.
So we actually shared a coach two times. The first time we didn't know each other, but we
Yeah.
were in a mentorship program together, and that's how we, decided to link together and put the knowledge that we have together to be able to package it for you all.
Yeah.
But while we were in that mentorship, I was still following other coaches at first, and it's like, listen,
Oh,
one voice at a time, because like you said, it's too many things going on. So I feel like, once you have picked who is going to be your mentor, your strategist, or whoever that is, focus on that voice while you're in that program. That's
that makes
another thing that I learned, because all of this different information and half information is going on. No, thank you. It'll just have you confused and stagnant.
mm-hmm. Absolutely. Now this gonna kick you off, but I think you all may know this, but for me, the second thing that I lesson that I had to learn was not being consistent in marketing to build my audience. So it was like I would have mixed confliction. Okay, like, well, who is my audience? Do I just want to focus on the consumer, but do I want to be with the hairstylist and barber? So I was always in between, having to decide. Okay, well, who do I want to decide to? Because from what I learned is if that you not clear on who your audience is and you can't consistently to show up, then nobody's gonna come to you because they don't know like what it is that you teach, what you're about. And I was just like, so that's really heavy on me. So that's what I'm working through now, making sure that I'm consistent, showing up for you guys, and building this business.
I agree that that would also be my second one. That's it right there.
Okay.
Hence, I'm in the salon getting my hair done, looking like, somebody's little sister. But we have to do what we said we were going to do. We can't stop the show because life is happening. So, being a perfect
Absolutely.
example of that,
Right.
the
Just
show
trying to
must
walk
go
that
on.
talk.
The
Right, right.
information must still get out, right?
Yes. So that's just like where I am in this season, just being transparent with you all. So I was like, you know what? I'm all in. I'm committed. I'm very crystal clear on who my audience is, how I'm showing up, and how I'm serving them. And so the next lesson that I learned is going to piggyback just off what we were talking about, because I wasn't clear on who I was serving, which means I wasn't consistent in my marketing and showing up on live. Um, I will also miss out on the bag, as y'all call it. I'm picking up y'all lingo now, but I was missing out because because of my mixed message. So then I wasn't charging my price accordingly because I was always like, I want to help everybody. And I'm like, well, how can I set my price so that I pick up, everybody? Because I remember, I'm working a full-time job. I'm still doing my hair business. I'm getting the training, and then I'm still want to help the client. And I remember being in that space where I didn't have that much money to invest in these trainings,
Mm-hmm.
but I had $25, $50 to go take this class. So I was still wanting to keep that door open so that everyone could have access to me, because, everyone truly want help. Not everyone is truly out here, I guess, trying to, get over on you. But I learned that by me not focusing on one thing or one particular audience, now I'm missing money because, again, I'm spreading myself too thin and I'm not
Mm-hmm.
attracting the person that I want. For instance, I did a Groupon ad and I didn't use it the right way because I only attracted people that just wanted that quick deal. And so since I wasn't educated enough to know how to use the Groupon, because that's just like your entry point to get people to
Yes.
come. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so by me not knowing how to leverage that and, get them to read book and offer another service that will be complimentary. So now I'm pissed off, like, this Groupon didn't work. They took my money. And it was like, no, you didn't market it correctly, because then you still could have, got some lifetime clients
Yeah, I
from it.
definitely think with Groupon there should be a little more training. I mean, it's just like we just jump in. And I know I did an offer some years ago and I had the same experience. It was a lot of people that wanted the quick deal, people
Okay.
I knew I wasn't going to see again.
Yep.
So not only does it mess with your pocket, it messes with you up here. It
It
messes
did.
with your I don't even know the word to say. It just gets you in your feelings because you know they're not coming back, but you know you still have to do good work.
Hmm.
You still have to do good work because that's who you are. And if you don't put out a good product, you're going to have trouble coming back at you. You know, you're going to get bad reviews. So you still want the good reviews and you still want to have a good reputation, but all you're getting is this $12 when you break it down.
And that's true. Those are facts.
So
You
this
got,
is why it's important to have a strategy in your business. Can't just do
yeah,
what we see other people doing. You got to have a
yeah.
strategy.
And so, guys, these are some of the things that we're touching on here on this live. Like, we're going to go deeper at this at our event in Atlanta. So, you guys make sure when we drop the link later on in the comments that you get on the wait list so we'll know how many people are interested in joining us. So, Tiff, did you have another lesson learned, mistake
Let's see.
learned?
Well, the charging, the pricing for my services, right? But that goes back to not identifying it as a specialty. because
Mhm.
everybody was doing quick weaves, this, that, and the third, and we just kept doing it. And we were trying to outprice the other person to get more people in our chair, things like that. So, and I have an accounting background. So I have sat with myself and dealt with myself about that, but I wasn't operating in the business mind. I was operating in the technical side of it, the actual services. So I wasn't utilizing all of the things that I already had in me. So, that is very important for us to do. You have to know who you are and be who you are. And what you don't know, go learn it. And
Right.
then implement it. You got to implement. You got to
Mhm.
implement.
Absolutely.
So yeah, definitely not charging. What I charge someone now
Mhm.
for, well, I don't do it quickly, but if I did, because I realize the value in it and the time that it takes to do it, it's probably triple what I was charging before.
Okay.
But that takes for you to sit down and look at your numbers. You know,
Mhm.
you can't just be pricing what you see someone else doing. That's not going to help you at all. It will have you burnt out behind the chair. So you definitely want to make sure that you position yourself as an expert, not just doing what everybody else is doing. What you say, market consistently. And
Yeah.
what else did we have on our list today?
Um, Doing one thing at a time, not implementing
Yes,
uh, everything all at once that we're learning. So pick one
yes,
thing and, let that market that particular thing, just for at least 90 days or so before you give up and say, okay, this doesn't work.
exactly. So did anybody have anything that you had questions about? We'll take a few questions if you guys have any. Thanks for joining in with us today.
Yes.
We'll be back for plenty, I don't want
Get
to
left
say plenty more Mondays, but we'll be
consulting.
here on Mondays for a little while, every
Thanks
Monday.
for joining, Waving Monette. And we got Olivia. Olivia
Oh, thanks for the
Willowcrow
follow.
just joined. Yep. I don't see any questions right now, but I will give,
Okay.
I guess, one more bonus per se before we wrap
Okay.
up.
Because we
But
like to over deliver.
yes, yes, I will
We do.
definitely say, as just a transparency moment, like being truthful with yourself as far as the services that you want to offer. So that like that was really huge for me, especially coming out of cosmetology school. And it was like, okay, well, I see all the stylists and they're able to do all these styles, but that wasn't necessarily my strong point. So now I can do a real good blowout and a flat iron. Like that's my thing because I was always into just the health of the hair. And so you have to be
Mhm.
truthful as far as and knowing, what your niche is and or your specialty, I'll say, your purpose, and be okay with that. So that was another thing, and how I actually ended up doing all these classes. Because, like you said, I was trying to go learn it because I was like, well, I gotta be able because I was taught, when I got in the salon and I was paying booth rental, the salon owner, she got me real quick. She was like, well, look, you need to be versed in all of these styles. You never want to turn money away that come through the door. Cause like, cause you gonna pay this rent on time. And I was like, okay, so I get what she was saying. So then that's how I ended up going down that rabbit hole to taking all these classes. But then I
Yes.
had to step back, and that's how I ended up going down this whole trichology and consultant role because I'm like, okay, where can I fit in, and this is gonna be my lane, and this is where I'm gonna help people. Where do I really solve problems? Because I just wasn't those ones stylists to say, okay, come get in my chair and boom, you out the door. Like, no, I really wanted to truly
Right.
help people and they have healthy hair. So that's another thing to take away from me. It's just being truthful for what you want to do. Because I like coming across
Mm-hmm.
several stylists now, and they like, you know what, Precious, to be honest, I'm just ready to come from behind this chair. And it's like, okay, you know, and that's good because, you know, as a
Mm-hmm.
stylist, you want to evolve.
Right.
So
I
that's
think
my
sometimes
tip.
we want to come from behind the chair out of frustration, though, because we're not feeling appreciated. We're not putting our best foot forward so that people know who we are and what we do and how we can help them. And like you said, just taking every service that comes because you don't want to turn money away. So I
Okay.
think that's, a part of that. I definitely
Okay.
think that's a part of that.
So, but I definitely thank you all for joining. I still don't see any questions. Thank you. Viva Glam said true. She said true. Um, Let me see. I know we have the link. If you guys want to hop on our list, let us know if you're interested in coming to Atlanta. We're going to be doing a Protect, Grow, and Glow hair growth event. So we'll be teaching you how to work with your different hair textures for your clients, and what you can do, you know, to have their hair healthy. Because like we said, we're about helping you to get these skill sets, you know, so you can retain your client. Client retention is huge right now. You want to still be in business no matter what the I guess economy is doing per se. Hang on, guys. I'm
Yes.
trying. I know we did it. What was it? The link is bit.ly. What did we say it was? I think it was Protect and Grow. Bit.ly
Yeah, I think it's
Protect and.
bit.ly. Yeah, protect and grow.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in the comments for you guys. Bit.ly and Protect and Grow.
Yes.
So that way
Megan
you
says
guys can
she's
be the
ready for
first.
us here in ATL. We
Oh,
coming.
did you? Okay, okay.
We will definitely connect while we're there.
Yes, absolutely. And if nothing else, even if Megan can come to the event, you know, guys, she's really big into packaging. So she's at Get Level Consulting. She's definitely someone that you would want to have in your team, especially if you're, you know, just wanting to get out here, you have a product, you want to market it, or you just want to have, you know, just curious about other solutions, how to even start. You definitely want to get on Megan's radar and team up with her, because she's
Mm-hmm.
helped several businesses, beauty-based businesses. So like this is like her lane here, and she loves it. So she can help you with the packaging, help you get set up for sales. Because you guys know we need to be thinking now about Thanksgiving and these holidays, how
And
we're gonna
Black
package and
Friday,
roll
all
this
of that.
stuff out. Right. All right, guys. We said we was gonna be about 15 minutes, but we ran over a little bit. Hopefully, we didn't keep you all too long. But thank you so much again, for joining us, guys.
Thank you all again, and we will see you again on Monday.
Monday. Yep.
Same time.
All right. Okay.
Oh, right.
Okay. Now you gotta help me. How do I shut it down too?
Push the X and
Um.
then push save the video or post the video, and we
Okay.
can
There
pull
we
it
go.
down. Yeah, yeah, and edit it later.
All right.
All
Thanks
right.
for joining, guys. We're wrapping up, but you can go back and catch the replay. Hopefully, it'll still be up. All right. I'll talk to you guys
All right.
soon.
Good night.